Hello, welcome back to another fairy drawing. We're going to be drawing a bunch of these because I have to say, one of my favorite parts of this summer was getting outside and looking at flowers. So I'm making a little fairy zine comprised of lots of fairy drawings, and I'm taking you guys along with me for the process. So at first, I'm just trying to figure out the pose, and for some reason I have her pop in a squat. I'm gonna change that later when I'm like, maybe this isn't the most ladylike, and she seems very demure. Is anyone else sick of that meme yet? All the love to the creator of demure. I just find the demure discourse to be particularly hilarious. Anyway, then you can see I'm trying to figure out what her dress looks like, and I end up going with kind of a bit of a leotard look with like little cap sleeves rather than a big ball gown, which I was originally intending, but I think it works out. And I have to say, inking this time around went really smoothly. Nothing too difficult. Back at it again with the scratchy inker. Turned out this time, I'm working on another drawing which just refuses to have nice selection because there's too many gaps, but into every life some struggle must fall. The only issue with this drawing is that I can't figure out what braids look like. I think I should look up a reference and do a study and just come up with a quick way of drawing them. I know many people have, but I was just very lazy, so I'm low-key, I made it up and vaguely remembered something from the How to Draw Manga book that was released in the early 2000s. Did everyone my age have that one? Because I'm pretty sure it was a Scholastic book fair thing and we all got it and we're like, ooh, we're gonna draw manga. Anyway, totally besides the point. And now we're in the color stage. And I went with this really bright, vibrant green for the hair because I'm actually inspired by a photo reference I took from a garden near my house, and I was really liked how just the different colors of leaves contrasted. The flower in her hair is kind of this nice pink and white, delicate looking flower, and it's surrounded by bright green leaves, but also these really darker toned leaves, so I try to incorporate that with her outfit. Not really going for one-to-one realism, but just trying to incorporate the vibes of the colors and why I liked it into the drawing. And one of my favorite parts of this drawing is also the leggings. It was a real trust the process sort of thing. I wind up adding a bunch of texture to them, but I think they turned out pretty good. And then you can see I pulled up the reference. I'm trying to draw this flower, and shading it was a bit of a struggle, but I think we get there in the end. And I also reached a point with it where I was like, it's one part of the drawing, I want it to be done. So I struggled with that for a little too long. And where I really think this drawing comes together is where I add an extra add layer for a nice highlight effect. And I think the just extra layer of highlight really pulls the whole thing together. I'm also really happy with the gradient of her wings, and I got the very last minute idea to put all these fun spots on the wings, which I think turned out really cool. And yeah, there you go. We're just adding some touch-ups, and then we are done with the drawing. Hope you guys like it, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the other drawings in this series. I think there's going to be 3 or 4 more. And yeah, and then I will make them into a zine, which will be available on my Etsy, so stay tuned.